Hello guys, welcome back and happy December. I went to Barnes & Noble for Black Friday and I picked up a few books, so I wanted to share a little book haul with you guys. And I will put a disclaimer saying that I haven't actually seen any of these books before. I was browsing around and I just picked up things that looked interesting to me. So the first book is To Kill a Shadow by Catherine Quinn. On the back, it says that this is about an outcast named Kiara Frey, who is a knight in an army for a kingdom on the verge of collapse. And these knights have to venture into the darkest heart of the land to uncover secrets of the Misted Shadows. Seems like a fun time. It seems like this would be pretty short and easy to read, so picked this one up. The next two books were a buy one, get one 50% off deal. So the first book is called Heavenly Bodies by Imani Eru? I probably butchered that. This one says it's a romantasy series that blends Greek mythology and shadow magic with enemies to lovers. It actually says that this is a TikTok sensation, and I'm not on TikTok, so I guess this is popular online and I've just never seen it. Also, the cover of this is just so beautiful. Can't wait to read this. Okay, and then the other book in the buy one, get one 50% off is Until the World Falls Down by Jordan Lindy. This one has some kind of cool sprayed edges. But this one is about a girl named Nell, and when she is heartbroken, she makes a desperate wish for love. And this made me think of Once Upon a Broken Heart when Evangeline makes a deal with Jax over her broken heart. So kind of reminded me of that, so I thought I would give it a go, pick it up, and it was 50% off, so that was really nice. Okay, this last book, I will admit that I bought this purely based off of the cover, but more specifically based off of the sprayed edges of this book. I can't. This is just so beautiful. I was like, I don't even care what this book is about. I have to buy it for my library. The inside art is also just so beautiful. And the inside cover says, an heiress possessing illegal magic who has more to lose than just her secrets. A harsh and glittering royal court where the threat of discovery lurks around every corner. Two beguiling and very dangerous men who might be her salvation or her ruin. It's rose season at the palace, but survival will depend on becoming the most vicious of thorns. I also really like how minimal the cover is, and it's very shiny, and I love shiny things. So I'm very excited to jump into this with really having no clue what it's about and just being thrown into whatever world this is. So those are all of the books that I picked up for Black Friday, and I really don't know which one I'm going to start with. I kind of feel like maybe To Kill a Shadow, but then I'm also thinking maybe Heavenly Bodies. I did notice that the second book in the series seems to have just been released because they did have both of them. So at least there's some comfort in knowing that if I really love this, I can go and get the second book if it's amazing. But yeah, I'm not sure what book I should start with. Maybe I'll read the first chapter in each book and see which one seems the most interesting, and then we'll go from there. We're at the gym early this morning, and we've been going to the gym on the weekends for the past couple of months in the morning. And I know a lot of people say that exercising gives them energy, but I feel like it just drains my energy, which isn't a bad thing. It just means that I'm ready to go home, shower, get cozy, and do some reading. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to pick which book I'm going to start with. I am all showered and ready for the day now, and I ran to pick up a package because I ordered a cup from Amazon. I know I'm so late to the game with this, and honestly I had no intention of ever buying one of these kinds of cups, but I was at the grocery store the other day and they had them on sale, and I thought, why not check Amazon and see if they're on sale for Black Friday on Amazon. And these are normally, I think, like $45, and it was on sale for $15. So I picked one up, and I usually use just plain water bottles, but the thing with that is that whenever I'm driving, I just kind of have to throw it on the passenger seat because it doesn't fit in the cup holders. And I guess that's why these have like a skinnier bottom, so you can stick it in the cup holder when you're driving. But yeah, I picked up one of these, and I just realized that like everything I have is like the same color of pink. I have this, my Kindle case is pink, and then the case that I have my laptop in, like they're all the same color. So I guess I just really like pink. Anyway, I think we're gonna go to like a little cafe to get some work done, and I'm gonna do some reading, and I think I've decided that I'm gonna start with To Kill a Shadow. I don't know what it is about like winter and December, but I always am super inspired to read a lot of fantasy. Maybe it's because it's like cold outside, you don't want to go out, so you just kind of stay home where it's warm and you just want an escape into something else. So I think I'm going to start with this one and keep you guys updated with how it goes. I have finished reading To Kill a Shadow by Catherine Quinn, and I have thoughts on this book. I would maybe rate this like a 2.5, maybe like a 2.75. Yeah. It just wasn't for me, and that's okay. I've read a lot of books this year, and some of them weren't for me, and this is one of them. Let's talk about some of the elements in this book that I didn't really like. First off, I know that it's young adult, and I know with young adult fantasy, it's usually a lot faster paced, and I've recently been reading a lot of adult fantasy that's a bit slower. And just going from slow adult fantasy to this, it felt so fast. And that's not necessarily a bad thing by any means, but I just was really craving more character development, and I just felt like the characters seemed a little shallow to me. I think the story foundation was there. It was a very intriguing idea, but didn't quite hit like the bar for what I wanted. I do kind of wonder if the way I feel about this mostly has to do with the fact that I've been reading a lot of adult fantasy, which is a lot slower and more in depth. Whereas this book, I can definitely tell it's aimed for younger audiences to keep their attention, but it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my favorite. I did finish it. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, pretty mid. Anyway, I've got 3 more books, so I've got a few choices to pick from for what I want to read next. So I'm gonna go do that, but I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again very soon.